everybody. We have a very special guest today, Parker Trager, on the Cube Stuff Saturdays podcast, Season 2, Episode 1. So thank you, Parker, for coming on the show today.
Of course. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, so I hope this to make it not as interviewy as possible, because I want this to be like a free-flowing conversation sort of thing for Season 2 at least. So do you agree with that, sort of?
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, I just have some discussion points and questions that, or like sort of things that I would like to touch upon here. But all right, so the first thing I just wanted to like say is, how did we meet exactly? Like, I know we've known each other for like maybe a couple years now. I'm not exactly sure, but like, do you remember exactly how we met or anything?
Yeah, I do. I think I do. Like, at LSE 2017, you like recognized me from my YouTube channel. Like, you met me, and like I saw you again like in New York City comp like 2 months later, and I borrowed your 4x4. Like, then we became friends after that.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
27 New Year Liberty Science 2017.
Yeah.
That was an interesting comp, I think.
Yeah, I got two really good singles at that comp. Like, I got a 2.4 in Pira and like a 2.4 in Skew, which were both good for me at the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good comp. I just remember, I don't know. I don't remember that much about the comp. Like, I forgot. Like, I think I was with you like some of the time. Like we were in that back room, I think, right?
Yeah. It was a very crowded comp. I mean, LFC comps are always very crowded. It's like a small venue with like no tables.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish there were tables though. But like,
yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah. I mean,
alright, and then we also like. Then we met again at a New York competition, I think. I was with, I think, Tyler and Lauren at the time, right?
I don't remember Lauren. Yeah, but there was also no tables at that comp, too.
Oh, yeah. I think we actually did have a table on the side.
We had the only table there. There were like two tables there.
Yeah, Tyler's actually really, really good at finding tables at competitions when there's none at all. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I think, what 4x4 did you borrow? It was like an old one, like a Wuchwei or something?
I don't. It was so long ago. I don't remember.
And that comp had horrible lighting, I remember. I think.
Yeah.
Was it at the church? I think.
It was like one of those like they've had comps I've had the same venue before, right? They've had since like 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first New York City comp at half venue. It was the hottest day of the year, like one of them. And
the summer one.
Yeah, we were behind schedule and we were giving water to anyone who staffed because it was so hot. So that was memorable.
I remember that one. I think Ian Scheffler was that. I think Ian Scheffler was at that competition.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah, 2016. I believe I got my first sub 20 single there. I don't remember. I think I left early because it was too hot.
Yeah, I met Alexi there.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was like no AC there, and it was like one of the hottest days of the year, and the doors were like open.
Yeah, all the doors are open. I remember that. Yeah. That wasn't a good venue, especially during the summer.
It was September.
Or it was September. Oh yeah, I remember it was September. Yeah.
14th,
but they still considered it a summer comp.
I mean, yeah, technically it still is summer.
Yeah. All right, so I was looking through your WCA profile and I saw that your first comp was Red Crest Cubing Open 2016. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's a long name, but I wish they had those competitions more often because that competition was actually like 20 minutes from my house.
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was my third ever competition.
Nice. It was my first, as I already said.
Yeah, but you like so to start with your cubing journey, like did you begin you started in like 2015 you said, but didn't go to your actual comp till 2016, right?
Yeah, I started April 2015. I didn't really I mean, I didn't really understand that much about cubing like when I started, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I didn't understand how WCA competitions worked. I saw them on the internet, but I didn't know how to like sign up for one. I had so many questions about it, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I used to watch like Sire the King's videos. Like I remember watching like US Nationals 2014, and like I remember at my first comp Manhasset fall 2015, I was expecting it to be like a really big event because I was seeing all these big competition things that Chris Olsen was doing. I expected there to be like a lot of people there. I don't know, like prizes would be big and stuff. I don't know. I just expected a lot for my first competition, I think.
And he didn't get it.
Yeah, and he didn't get it. There was just the cubicle, just there. They gave away like, I don't know, $10 gift card to the cubicle. That was like the best prize there. Then I remember I got like 81st on my first comp. I got a 43 average. What about you? What was your first average in comp?
I got 26 average, which I was pretty satisfied with, if I recall correctly. I wasn't
Really?
nervous my first comp, so I didn't really care that much. If you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
that's pretty good for your
Yeah,
first
well, I remember when I
comp.
first started cubing, I used to watch, like the compilation channel, like Rubik's Cube for Nation or whatever it's
Oh
called.
yeah, yeah, I remember
Yeah, I
that.
used to do like all these world record videos, like compilations, like top 10, like female cubers, like top 10, like African cubers. Like I used to
Yeah,
watch those. And I didn't
I
even
remember that.
I remember once like Felix got like a 4 that came up my YouTube recommended. It was at home. Like I thought that was a world record because I didn't really know about how cubing worked. That's interesting. I'm still learning
Yeah,
more about the community.
yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. Like every
Yeah,
single time we go to a competition, it's different learning experience. Everybody learns something new.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you remember any like cool experiences or anything at your first comp? Like any
Um,
memorable things that you remember?
oh yeah, okay. So like I had this friend who went to my camp and like we were friends. Like I didn't know he was a cuber and he didn't know I was. So I was in the competitive area and I just like randomly seated my friend who was at camp with me and that was interesting. We were both cubers.
Yeah, that's cool. I remember the venue of
Yeah.
Red Cross Cubing Open. It was like there was like the
Very
cafeteria
bright
tables
light.
on one
Like
side, right?
yeah. Yeah. Also I
And
met
then
Collin Burns there. I took a picture of him. He started talking to us. His middle name is Parker, which is cool.
really, wow, that's that's a
Yeah.
cool fact, fun fact. Yeah, yeah, I saw Collin Burns in my first comp too. I
Yo,
remember.
what happened to Colin? Like he's like disappeared. I feel like
Yeah, I have no idea
there's
what
so many
happened to him.
YouTubers back then. Like we don't hear about anymore, but like were well known at the time.
Yeah, like Collin Burns, like he definitely had a lot of potential. Like he influenced a lot of people. I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and he
mean
lived in the
there were like a
Northeast
lot of
also.
like decent cubers back then who like don't cube anymore. It's kind of sad.
At this point in the pod, our audio cut out, so we had to sort of redo it, but don't worry, I still have it. But just letting you guys know, that's why we were sort of confused and hard to get back into it before. But back to the conversation.
Okay, so where did we leave off? Where did we leave off?
At people who don't cube anymore, like
Yeah,
you mentioned Vaughn,
remember
right?
Pavan, Ravindra?
Yeah.
Yeah, also like Ricardo was like a pretty good cuber back then. I
Yeah, I
don't,
remember didn't he like hold a pineapple one time when he was
yeah,
talking?
he
I
no
just
way
remember that
back.
was like
Yeah,
stupid.
it's not comp.
Yeah.
Yo, I actually fell for that though. Because I was like a 10-year-old kid at the time. Remember that,
Yeah.
Frank? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. At one of the comps. And then yeah, back to Pavan or something. He got like a 5
That's
single at
me.
Nats, right?
Yeah.
I remember I remember just watching it like when I first started
Yeah.
cubing and that was insane, yeah.
Yeah, he did like it was full step with like or the OL skip, but had like a pretty solid U perm and TPS.
Yeah. And then he's insane at or he was pretty good at OH, right?
But, yeah. Also Jabari Nurudin. Remember the last layer
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah. He knows like all ZBLL, right?
Yeah, he was like the first person to like really focus on ZBLL and like one of the class layers.
Yeah. I
Pavan has
remember all those
a
people.
11.26 average.
Like all these people we've
And
like we've
he
seen at
got it in
competitions but
2016. Yeah, in
they're not as
2016
invested.
too. Also, I remember my first comp. Like Patrick got a 5.9, which is really good. He was 13 at the time. I'd never heard of him, and I think it was Pavon actually. He got like OHNR because and
Yeah, I think so. Was it like an
yeah,
8?
no, I thought I don't know. It was either an average or a single, but like
Okay.
Antoine like, had like NARs at the time, but like that was NR, which was cool enough.
Yeah, back then he was getting like NRs, I think. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. But
And
like
then I remember my second comp, like Brandon Lin got like the first sub 10 square one average. Like that was insane. And he got like
yeah,
a
so
3.7 single.
yeah, so would you say like what would you say is like the most what is like the most impressive world record or record you've seen at a comp before?
What do you mean by seeing like watched happen or like I was at
Yeah. Yeah, like watched happen, I guess, witnessed it.
Nicholas Nang's 35. I saw that.
Oh yeah,
Um
that's insane. Like I remember like
I
when
remember
was it
knowing
like
I started
28 I
that was
think it
my
was like
second comp.
2018, 29. 2018, 2019. He was like breaking NRs every single comp, I
It was
think.
2016.
Or yeah, something like that.
2016. Yeah, no, like his first comp, like he got like a 48 average, which was like top 20 at the time. I think it was
Yeah,
insane.
but he'd probably been cubing a long time, like before that, right?
I don't know. I mean, he also I remember for like the first year he competed in nothing but Mega Minx,
Yeah, definitely one of the
and then at
odd WC
Clifton,
profiles. Yeah.
and then at Clifton he competed in 5 and Mega Minx, with still no 3x3. I find
Yeah,
that
now he's working
interesting.
his way up. He's doing like 3 through 6, I think now, and mega.
That's so weird. Imagine like doing Mega for 3x3, but like, you're world class in Mega.
Yeah, but his look ahead and F2L are really good. I've seen. I watched
Yeah,
some of his videos on his channel.
I know he used a modded Shingxiao, and it was like Florian modded to like an extent. And it was really good. I remember trying it once, and like I don't know, I didn't know like hardware could get that good back then, if you know what I mean, because it was
Yeah, I mean
modded so
he
much.
definitely invested a lot of time in Megaminx. Definitely.
Yeah, he used a Shengxiao because he's like modded
Yeah.
at a ton, which I found interesting.
Yeah, and was it white also? I think.
Yeah, with white.
Yeah.
I remember I once I was 10. I used a nail cutter to try Florian my Shingxiao Mega Minx like his. Didn't work.
A nail filer.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, the things we do. Like I remember I tried to make my own lube. Have you ever tried to do that for
Um.
cubes?
No, I have tried like QB time stuff, but like never that. No.
Oh yeah, I remember like I took like oil, like vinegar and like oil to try to and mixed it together a little bit. Add some dish soap and all that trying to make I tested on like really trash cubes. Like we got like a Dunkin' cube from Toys R Us and I tested on that and all that. I don't know. I was just trying new weird things back. It was like that 2016, 2017 era where I was like still learning and stuff.
Yeah, I remember once I saw a Lego Boise free video. And he tried to make the worst turning cube possible, and I did that on my Cyclone Boys free by free.
So how does that work? Did you put like sand in it or something?
I put like glue in it.
Glue?
Yeah. Have you ever been to like a Mexican restaurant? Like they give you those little like dream dolls to put under your pillow.
I don't think so. But
Okay,
just
like
can you explain it?
I like some Mexican restaurants that give you like these little dream, like these little like maybe like like mini dolls, or like maybe the size of your fingernail. You have to put them
Okay.
under your bed, and like they'll supposedly like take your bad dreams away. I remember I put those in my cube.
You put one of them in your cube?
Yeah, yeah, like
How
tape.
with tape? Did it still turn?
Yeah, I still turned. I might even still have it.
That'd be really really cool though. But
Yeah,
like
if I can.
it
Also, I put something else weird in there. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was like Play-Doh or like something.
yeah, I mean random things work for lube, I guess. I don't know, just
Yeah.
I I guess when we were younger, we just used to like experiment with different things and just
I
kind of
know.
weird. And
I was such a
nowadays we
different
look back
person
at
back
it and it's
then.
like we were pretty stupid back then.
I know, I'm such a different person back then too.
Yeah.
Cubing has really progressed me as a person.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, do you think cubing has changed your like life in any way? Like,
Oh, of
is it your
course.
main hobby?
I
Would
mean,
you say it's your main hobby?
yeah, yeah, I would. It's like I don't even know where to start and how it's changed my life. I mean, can you like be more specific on the question? That's too big of a question for me.
Wait, and just asking, but in New York, do you have to like apply for high schools, right?
That's only New York City. I don't live in New York
Oh,
City
okay. All
anymore.
right. Yeah, because I have a cousin who is in New York City, so I was just
Yeah,
wondering.
I
But
don't need to apply for high school. I'm going to like a public high school.
okay. But on like, have you ever written an essay or anything about like
Oh,
cubing in
yeah,
school?
yeah. Like people like at school think I'm crazy because I always have a cube on me and stuff. But I do like literally every school project on cubing. Like I did a memoir on cubing. I did like no, I did my memoir about my 247 average at Nats. Also, I'm like very
What
specific on
Nats?
details. So I'm
2017?
2019, 247 PR average.
Oh, 20. Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
I can include like
Oh,
everyone's names. I've written like fictional cubing stories before. I don't know. I make all my projects about cubing. It's kind of funny at this point.
just
Oh, I
asking, but
remember
did you
one.
get good grades on those?
Yeah, yeah, most of them. Also, I got like an 8. I got 100% on like a math project this year for creativity points because we were supposed to print it out and hand it in. But I printed it out, cut it into 6 pieces, and put it on each different side of a cube and handed my cube in.
For
Yeah,
real? Wow.
yeah,
That's creative, I guess.
yeah. Because it was the geometry unit in my math class. So like it's like why not put it on a cube?
Okay.
I found
What
that's
did your what did your teacher think about that?
They thought it was creative. I don't know. I mean, they already know I cube and stuff. It's like I always cube in class.
Cubing class? Okay. Do
Sometimes
do like
I always have one in my pocket. Like I always have like big bowls in my pocket. It's just a cube in there.
do people like at your school widely know you as the cubing person?
Yeah, like a lot of people don't even know my names. I'm not like the most social person. I don't really have any friends at school. But like sometimes I'll be like I live in a pretty small town, like local area, everyone knows each other. Sometimes I'll be like walking in town and someone will like ask me if I'm a Rubik's Cube kid. Like that's like generally how I'm known around here.
Yeah, I think that's happened to me too before
You'd be
at
surprised
like my school too.
Yeah, you'd be surprised by how often that happens to me.
Are there any other cubers in your school, would you say?
Um, this is an interesting story. So like there never was. But, like then there was like this new kid in 7th grade, like last year, and I didn't really know him or anything because I'm not social. Like I saw like him like doing Rue on a GameCube across the library. Like I went up to talk to him, and I found that very funny. He was very like
That's
new to it, like inefficient. Like he just started cubing, like he knew how to do Rue and stuff, and I found that very cool.
Well, have you got that feeling
He
when there's like a cuber around, you get like that jump in your stomach or something? You're like, "Oh, this kid does the same thing I do too."
I didn't really feel like that because like he didn't really know much about cubing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Try
yeah.
talking about stuff like he just like randomly like learned Rue from like some like online article and just like bought an XS because he saw it in Felix's video. Like he really didn't know much about the hobby. Like he didn't know what a WCA was. He didn't know what a Pyraminx was. Like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, Rue is an
Like
easy method to learn though.
yeah, and he was like decent too. He was like sub 25.
Yeah,
And
so
you're
is
not
that like the
very
only person, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I've kids in my school have learned because they were like interested. Like no one ever stuck to it or like even got like good. Like there's like 4 kids in my grade who like learned how because of me. I never taught them. I'm impatient, but like yeah, I don't really have any cubers in my school or anyone who knows anything about the hobby.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, same with me, sort of. Like, there are people who know how to solve the queue. They average maybe like a minute or so. And then there's like only one kid in the grade below me who averages like 20 on 3 by 3 I think. But he has like a lot of cubes. He has like a lot of cosmic um, cubes, 3 by 3s and all that.
That counts. I don't think like this kid just like randomly bought an XS off of Amazon and just like did casual roof solves. Like I don't
Yeah,
really
XS.
Yeah, it's hard to like. Sometimes I wonder like what counts as a cuber. Does that count as a cuber? Do you count as a cuber if you average like a minute? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think there's a specific speed
There
that is
isn't. Like
really that
I
indicates if you're a cuber.
don't really think of you as a cuber unless you know a lot about the community and you're like a decent time, like sub 25.
Yeah. Well, I think if you have the experience, I don't know if it's exactly about the times. I think if you
Within reason, like I don't think like a 50 person, it's like 50-second solver is like really that much of a cuber. So they probably haven't put much work into it.
yeah, yeah, I get your point there.
Yeah.
But yeah, sort of moving on now. So you also mentioned to me in Hangouts that you want to start your own podcast, is that right?
Yes, like more like a rant series. Like I want to like have like kind of like rants with like a guest on my show, if you know what I mean. I
Yeah,
think that would be
would
pretty
that be cubing
cool.
related?
Yeah, cubing related rants.
Yeah, would you post it on your channel and all that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So like what do you think of the process of it right now? Would you use Zencaster like what I'm using right now?
Um, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know much about technology. This is the only podcast forum I've heard of because of you. It's like I don't really know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you got up to this point, who's ever watching right now, be sure to like check out Parker whenever he uploads his first podcast. So like when do you plan on doing this and all that?
Um, right now I'm working on a different project for like my other channel because I'm not too serious about videos. It's more casual, but like my first episode, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on a video for my political channel.
Do you want to plug that real quick right now so people know where to
No,
follow you?
I don't know what it's called.
Your channel?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. I've never heard anybody say that before.
I don't know what it's called.
All right. And then back to the cubing side of this. So what motivates you to cube exactly? Like what drives you like every single day?
Oh,
Or do you cube every day, by the
um,
way?
yes. I mean, there's probably only like less, like maybe like 7 days of my life since I started cubing where I haven't cubed.
Wow.
Like, I'm very addicted. I mean, there's so many things I love about it. I don't know where to start. There's a community. There's just like different puzzle solving, like the enjoyment of it, satisfaction of turning a cube, the satisfaction of like watching myself grow as a solver and improve. Even like I grow as a person from cubing, like emotionally, mentally, physically, like I don't know, all sorts of stuff. There's so much that drives me to cube. It's
Yeah,
an-
it teaches you to be a lot more independent, I think, like because this is a independent thing and you get to learn things on your own. Yeah.
I have like high functioning autism, and cubing has definitely helped me grow as a person with that. I mean, I I struggle a lot with my like motive, like, not what's the word, like hand eye coordination, like finger movements, and like cubing has definitely helped with that. I used to be in a lot of occupational therapy programs.
Mhm.
I didn't speak to like first grade. Like I was selective mute. Like I only talked to like my dad. So I've become a lot more social through cubing, and it's just like I'm more confident in myself. I'm more committed, and like people on the spectrum tend to be very obsessive over things, and I think that definitely benefits me as a solver.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. You definitely took away a lot from cubing. I think
Yeah,
as a hobby, and it just helps you in your life a lot.
even
Like
my anxiety and stuff. Yeah, I'm on medication for anxiety, and just like cubing just like helps me like control it because I learn how to focus my mind on something else. It just gives
yeah,
me something to enjoy and just calm myself. I don't know.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. You can do it anywhere. You can bring it on the go. You can.
I always
There's
have a
so
cube
many
on.
different aspects of cubing.
Yeah.
Okay, and those were like all the discussion points that I want to touch upon here. But I have two different segments here that I want to just talk about here, or two different segments I want to go over. So the first one I'm calling is rapid fire. So we're just rapid fire some. I have four questions here
Okay.
for you. But yeah, and
Short answer.
since you're the first guest of season two,
Oh, I
you
am.
get to choose the yeah you are you get to choose the intro music for it. So what genre of music would you like it to be for the segment rapid fire?
Opera.
Opera. All right, that's interesting. So
I think it's the
rapid
most
fire.
out of place genre.
I don't think that's not instrumental, right? So it's kind
No.
of hard because it'll be like overlapping what I say, but I'll try to go for it, see how it sounds in editing.
Don't then. Don't then.
That'll be interesting, but very unique. All right, so let's get started with this segment, rapid fire. They're gonna be quick. This is gonna only take about like 15 seconds to do. But first
Also,
question, are you ready? These are gonna be like either or questions.
okay, I'll time it my sack match.
All right, okay. Ready? Three, two, one. All right. Mac or PC?
Mac,
Dog or cat?
snake, or dog,
All right. FMC or blind?
blind,
Crayon League or Monkey League?
monkey.
Okay, that those are the questions I had. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sixteen
just
thirty-five.
what? 35?
1635.
Oh, 1635. All right, we're going to see. I'm going to maybe do that with the other guests, see how quickly they can get through those four questions. And yeah, that was a pretty quick time. 1635.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
definitely keep that in
I had
mind.
like delayed stop, so it was probably 15. You were probably correct.
Okay. Yeah, those are just some questions to get your mind spinning, like some of them were non-cubing, some of them were cubing, I don't know. Just something I'm trying to add to the podcast for better entertainment.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next segment is a little bit longer, probably will take longer, like more we'll discuss this more, but they're would you rather questions, so I prepared 3 of them.
Cubing, what do you rather? Just in general.
I have two cubing would you rather's, and then one of them is non-cubing,
Oh,
because I feel like some people are like, especially in some cubing podcasts, a lot of people talk about the cubing side of people, and like later on, I'm gonna have like guests, like I'm gonna have Asher and Kevin Lee on the podcast.
who's
So
Kevin Lee? Wait, is that being
yeah,
encoded?
cubing encoded. Yeah,
How did you get him to do it?
I just DM'd him on Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah, so I feel like people, especially like that, not many people get to see the other side of them, the non-cubing side
yeah.
of people. So that's why I'm trying to do in this season, I guess. But I'm
Okay.
gonna start with a non-cubing question, and then we can ease our way into the cubing questions. This one I think will be a little bit difficult for you. So, would you rather only use an iPhone with a Windows computer or a PC, or an Android with a Mac?
iPhone.
iPhone with a PC or Windows?
Yeah,
Okay, can
I
you
like
like
iPhone.
explain your reasoning?
I like iPhones a lot. I mean, Androids are probably better in theory. I know for a fact that like they're more convenient, like better technology. But I find
Yeah,
iPhones
they're
to be very
developed.
user friendly and very simplified, which I enjoy.
Yeah, are you
Very
excited
different.
for like the new like iOS thing that's coming out?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not.
Well, no, there's gonna be like updates where like you can add widgets, and like texting is like different. You
What's a
can like
widget?
a widget.
Yeah,
It's well, Android has it. I'm an Android user because
funny word.
I have a Samsung Galaxy,
Yeah.
but widgets are basically like on your home screen. It's like a it can take up like a 2 by 4 on your screen or something. It can like show the weather real quick, or
Oh, that's nice. Like
stuff like that.
I can get
Yeah.
like different information like my home screen.
Yeah, you can put like you can put like a Spotify thing on there, or
Oh,
like a calendar. I don't know, like
I like
that's
that.
coming out with updates. Yeah. And then on the side about like the Windows and PC thing, have you ever used a Windows or PC?
Um, yeah, I have. I pref- Yeah, I probably prefer those to be honest. I use a Mac because like I like Apple products. But, like I think Apple phones are a lot more user friendly, but I feel like Apple MacBooks are very confusing, especially for me. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, like Macs already have a lot of pre-installed applications that are really really good. I think it's good that like an iPhone and a Mac, like the um the ecosystem sort of thing, it's really good because you can like airdrop things back and forth, right?
Yeah. Also, like no, but, like I'm just like bad at technology. Like to be in this podcast, I had to download Google Chrome on my MacBook, and I had to like look up so many different. I had to look up 3 different tutorials to figure out how to do that alone because I'm just like bad at technology, and
Yeah, I think
I don't even know
yeah.
what like half the buttons on my keyboard mean.
Okay. Well, like you know the basic. I'm looking at the keyboard right now. You know like the basic letter keys.
You see my
And
keyboard?
no, I'm looking at my Mac keyboard
Oh,
right now too. I have a 2013 Mac, early 2013. What about you? Do you
I have
know what year it is?
I have like the MacBook Pro with like the touchpad. If you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. So it's at least 2016, I think, at least.
No, it's 2019 or 18, I think.
Okay.
I got it last year.
Yeah, because I think yeah,
There's
because
at least one
2016 is
last
when they
year.
started integrating the Touch Bar.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely there in 2016. It's like
Okay.
20. It's either 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, those run pretty good. You have a MacBook Pro, yeah. Um, yeah, but there's just a lot of buttons. There's like Command, Option, Control, Function. I'm looking at them right now.
I don't know what those mean.
But it's really high quality, I must say. Like compared to a Chromebook, do you have like a school computer or anything?
I have a school Chromebook.
Yeah, like those. Compared to a Mac, it's not as
Yeah, I like a Chromebook.
high
It's
quality.
user friendly. I can figure it out and just learn my own. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Although the graphics are a bit fuzzy, but like it'll work.
yeah. Macs are a lot more developed, I think.
Yeah, I left my Google Chromebook at school during COVID. So like I don't know what happened to it.
Wait, can you still like log on from your MacBook Pro?
To like Google Classroom and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do it on my
I
phone.
do that. Yeah.
But,
Okay,
like,
that's good.
a bit inconvenient. That's at school, my old school, and like also like I don't know what happened to it. That's like left in my locker for like 7 months.
You didn't like take it out at all? You didn't use it?
No, I can't go back.
I don't know if it's similar in your school or not, but I feel like lockers aren't like a big thing in my school. Like a lot of people just carry your bags around, or lockers
Oh
mandatory in your school.
no, we have a rule against carrying your backpacks in a hallway or any.
Oh,
It's like
is
for
there like too much space or
no, it's
something?
So for like shooting purposes, like in case like someone can like hide a weapon in their like backpack. It's kind of scary to think about
Oh,
it.
yeah. I think it's like a lot. Seems like it's a lot more dangerous in your area, I guess, because
Hmm?
our school doesn't have to worry about
I
that
don't
really.
think it's dangerous. I think it's just like an extra security precaution. Yeah, I mean, we never had a shooting in my area besides one accidental one at a gas station.
Okay, I guess. All right.
There's this gas
Interesting.
station. I think there was a fight, and like the owner accidentally dropped a gun and shot someone. I think up a street from me. That was accidental, doesn't count.
Okay, well, interesting experiences there. Yeah, we kind of went
Wow.
on a tangent there. That's all right. So, um, but yeah, back to the would you rather questions. I got two more left for you, and then we can start wrapping up.
Okay.
So, this one's cubing related.
Mm.
Would you rather use heavy lubes or water-based lubes for a year? So when I mean heavy lubes, I mean like the Angstrom lubes like Dignitas and Gravitas and like Wave 5 and Traxxas and all
Yeah.
that, or water-based lubes like I don't know if you can consider like Silk, Speedy. I'm going off the cubicle stuff like or DNM like stuff like that,
I
or
mean,
for a year.
I have a bag of lubes here. I have like 6 bottles, and they're all of full size. The only lubes I use are X, Mystic, and DNM. So like water based, I think.
Okay, yeah. Because I feel like a
And
lot
they're
of
really
people
fast.
who
Yeah,
do big cubes,
fun
they
fact.
like heavy lubes.
What?
I feel like people who do bigger cubes and all that, they like just dump Wave 5 and Traxxas and all that
Well, I
in
do.
cubes.
I do. I like to consider myself an all rounder. I use like DNM in my big cubes, and
DNM.
that works.
It makes it
Yeah,
really fast though. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. It's a good feeling. So yeah, that's yeah, water-based lubes. I think the cubicle has really expanded on their lubes. Do you remember back in like 2016
Silk,
when they first announced Silk?
silk.
That
Yeah.
was like
I've still never tried silk.
you haven't tried Silk?
Nope.
Honestly, okay, I'll tell you about it. I got like 2 bottles of it, like 10 cc. It smells really good, by the way. I don't know how to describe it. It just smells good. It smells like apples. I feel like Granny Smith apples. It's green, but
Apples.
honestly it's not much different. It's like a combination of like Speedy and DNM a little bit, and it makes it really smooth.
Yo, I remember like there was such a big line at Nats 2016 for silk.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on YouTube though. Like
Yeah, same. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't there.
yeah.
I was only at 2 Nats.
So any other thoughts on lubes at all? Like I don't know
Um,
how to describe it at all.
any thoughts on
Yeah,
um
the
word defining?
cube lubes,
Yeah,
cube lubes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, D&M and Mystic are cool, but Mystic, I feel like Mystic kind of dries out quickly. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it gives you like instant gratification at first, like it like
Just me. Like it doesn't go out quickly.
Mystic.
Just Mystic and D&M.
It doesn't go out quickly.
It does.
Oh, it does. Okay. Well, I think it honestly depends on the cube.
Yeah, like
Well, and how much you like spam solving and all that
yeah.
because it
I
depends.
mostly put it in Pura and Squan. Like those events, those are events I do casual solving a lot for. Maybe that's why I feel that way. Like I feel like in the Pura, like it'll only last like a day.
Do you do like that? How many solves of Pyrrha do you do in a day normally?
Um, 200 maybe.
Wow. Okay.
I'm trying to do
Well, it
less.
goes by quickly for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do less and less Pura though.
Yeah. So what's your main focus on now? Sort of. Like that's just another side question.
Um,
Like what event or so are you like practicing a lot?
in the beginning of COVID, I tried to like get good at blinds. That's like my worst event. So I learned freestyle, and and I'm still like I barely improved because it takes me so long to like remember each case. It's like 800 Alex. So like I mean I guess that was my main focus in the beginning of quarantine. But now I really don't know what my main focus is. I've been doing a lot of every event. Like I learned full cube shape on Swan like 2 days ago. Now I'm sub 12. I'm trying to get like sub 2 on Pira like global before the end of the year. That's not going. That's all right. I don't know. I have like a 2.13 average of 100. I've also been trying to get like sub 7.5 free by free by learning new Alex. I was
Yeah.
trying to get sub 2 6x6 because I'm not that far away.
Yeah, very ambitious goals there. I think something that sets one person apart from another, like improving. I think you're really good at improving because you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm gonna do this goal." Some people have doubts and they say like, "Oh, I'm really slow at this event." But you push forward something good that I've noticed, which is
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think why you improve.
yeah. I mean, if I'm really dedicated to it, I can improve well. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last would you rather question I have for you um, is maybe we'll discuss this a little bit more, but would you rather go to one competition a year and do really, really well in it, or go to one competition per month but perform average in most of them, in all of them, pretty much?
Like, how average am I doing?
Like just your average times, you won't get frustrated if you
I mean,
so like you won't get
well,
frustrated if you get a bad time, and you won't be like you
I'll,
won't
I'll,
really break any PBs.
yeah, but will I get what I usually get at home?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm fine if that's why I already do in cubing.
Well, what I mean by like that one comp a year, I mean like let's say you like break a PR, you break all your PRs when you go to the comp.
It still work. I mean, if I'm getting average times for like one a month, I'm probably getting like I'm probably getting like 7.9 for my free averages, which will be PB, and like I'm probably getting like top 10 in the world peer averages. So like I still will get PBs, and like average time improves. So like I think that's a much better choice.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like I think going to a competition every single month, you get to
I
see the
already
community as well, like in person
what?
too. You get to see the community, you get to see your friends in person also.
I know we haven't
Going to a
I haven't
competition every
I
month.
haven't seen anyone in so long.
Well, despite this time, if we're like in 2 years or so, we if you did this thing,
I mean, what if the pandemic's still going on?
well, I don't know. I doubt it. I think my prediction is that this is like comps are going to start back up probably like next year, like
in
maybe
our
in the spring
in our area or in general?
in our area probably.
In our area,
Well,
I think
tri-state champs are still up, right?
Tri-State Champs is still up. So is Pennsylvania Champs.
Yeah, I'm not going to those though.
I don't.
I don't
I
think.
mean, I highly doubt I will. They'll probably both be canceled. I think all it depends, like when the vaccine comes out, and, like how our government continues to handle the pandemic.
Yeah,
I'll try to stay off politics. That's like pretty.
yeah, that's that's the goal, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, what are your also thoughts on worlds and like bigger competitions, continental championships?
like Worlds is next year. In Almere, Netherlands.
Yeah,
I have a slight chance. I don't know. I could possibly go if like COVID's not like an asshole. Ooh, excuse my language. But like,
yeah, it's right. I'll bleep that out.
yeah, but like, I'll likely go if it's like better, and also like, I mean, also like NASA's next year if like COVID's not if COVID's better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Worlds is going to be definitely like a different experience, even like continental championships, because there's
Will you
going to be so
go?
many people.
Will you go?
Well, I won't go to Worlds most likely. Netherlands.
It's
Yeah,
not that long of flights. Like I go to California like maybe once or twice a year for like family reasons. And like it's
yeah.
only like 2 hours longer than a California flight, and it's like cheaper. So like, doesn't seem that unreasonable.
Okay, and then is the continental championships going to be the next year also? I think
Yeah,
probably yeah.
championships are like every other year, and that's like in
Okay,
between those years.
yeah. Because I was planning on going to North America. I mean, yeah, North American
I
champs this
wasn't
year.
planning. I was still in school then.
You were still in school?
Yeah, we usually end like the last day of June.
Oh, I ended in mid June.
Yeah.
So I ended on the 16th.
Well, I ended the 13th this year, but that's because of COVID. They like
Oh yeah, everybody ended early. Yeah.
they shortened it.
But yeah, that would have been a cool experience. Wasn't it like the 25th to
Yeah,
28th or
yeah.
something?
It was on Mitch Lane Day.
Yeah.
You remember that? He also like it's like another old cuber.
He's still sort of relevant, right? He works with the cubing at home people, I think.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he like quit and like disappeared. Yeah,
Well, no, he's decent. I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know if this is a notable achievement for him, but he's like sub 3 and 7x7, I think.
that's
Sub
that's somewhat notable. I think I've
yeah.
heard people compare sub 3 7x7 to like sub 35 4x4.
Sub 35. What?
That's what
Okay.
Arion told me.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm behind.
I found that interesting. I mean, we probably don't practice it equally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. 4x4 is different from 7x7.
yeah. And he said like sub 6x6 is like sub like 40 4x4.
Okay. Yeah. That's. I don't know about that. That's subjective.
Seems like a
I guess.
stretch. Like maybe we probably don't practice it equally or as effective.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like 4x4
Yeah.
is probably easier to improve at. I think that's interesting when you compare one goal in an event to another. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like I guess like especially with bigger cubes, it's good to. I think it's like you can like compare each of them.
Yeah.
Um.
Like as an all rounder, I like to think I have like one like big goal in every event like I want to achieve. Like there's usually like one like big number in every event. Like your PR at sub 3, I already got that. Cube sub 3, like spawn sub 10, 3 sub 7, 4 sub 30, like so on. You can imagine. But I
Yeah.
find that interesting. I want to break like every like somewhat like decent barrier in cubing.
Yeah. Like Yeah. Would you say that someday when competitions will come up, you'll be like more of an all-arounder, would you say, like because this time has taught you to slow
No,
down and
currently
work
ranked
on
like
different events?
80th for some of ranks, which is like not exactly how I was wanted to be. Thing is, like all my worst rankings, I've improved so much on. It's like I really want my next comp to be a either big and blind comp or like a like every event like 2 day comp because like I'm honestly expecting like a personal best like literally every event at this point. I've improved so
Yeah.
much in COVID.
Yeah, I agree with that definitely
I,
too.
if I had like a 2 day like all 17 event comp, I mean like after quarantine, I wouldn't be surprised if I got like PB single and average in every single event.
Mm.
Besides
Oh
two by
yeah.
two, 2x2 single I won't beat.
Oh yeah, yeah. The .81 from Branchburg, right?
Yeah, also my 2x2 average I won't beat because like I haven't done 2x2 in quarantine. I've done every other
Yeah.
event.
Yeah, there's too many Alex in 2x2.
I don't. It's
But
overrated. There's nothing special about it.
okay, and then like one last thing I just want to talk about was PB streaks. So what are your thoughts on those? Like how is your
Um,
what has there been a comp where like you haven't got a PB before?
I've lost two comps. Yeah, so like I
Okay.
didn't. I honestly should have it still, but like I had like two really bad comps. Don't remember which ones they were. But like I honestly cared about my PB streak until I lost it, and then I didn't care.
Okay.
Like it seems like such a big deal, but like once I lost it, I was like, who cares? That's
Yeah, I
like
mean, yeah,
that's like
just
not
move
that
on from that.
important. It's not that important.
Yeah, you'll get it next time.
Uh-huh.
At least you don't have to put pressure on yourself every single comp to like keep that thing up.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was Brooklyn and Liberty Science that I lost my PB streaks at. Yeah,
Brooklyn and Liberty Science.
yeah,
Okay, wait, which Liberty Science?
one of them.
All right. Okay. And Brooklyn.
One of them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, one of them. Okay. Yeah. All right. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Thank you, Parker, for coming on the podcast. I think we'll just start to wrap up here. Any last thoughts or anything you'd just like to say before we sign off?
Not particularly. I don't think so.
Do you want me to plug anything in the show notes for you?
Not really. I don't really care.
Yep. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. Be sure to look out for Parker's podcasts in the future. And
Yeah,
yeah,
and
thanks so much for coming on.
Hero world record holder.
All right. Yep. See you later. What a great conversation I had with Parker. It was very, very interesting to get his thoughts and opinion on many of these things. We've known each other for a while, and it was just interesting, I guess, to talk like for the first time for like an actual real conversation like this. But yeah, this kicked off season 2. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. We're gonna have other amazing guests coming on in the future, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. These will be I'll be trying to post it every single Saturday for you guys at least. And yeah, if you have any recommendations that you want to suggest for the podcast, let me know, and be sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and be sure to like this video if you're watching from YouTube, and be sure to comment down below. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is season 2 episode 1 of the Cube Stuff Saturdays podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.